Hey Cancer, this is Joe and I'm going to do a love and relationship reading for the second week of March 2020. Couple things. First, I do read cards that jump out and fall out generally. In a broad general reading like this, I'm probably not going to read reversals. This is for the general collective, so it would be basically your sign. However, you might want to check your moon and rising sign as well to see if that fits more clearly with you on another reading. I would prefer that my readings fit more specifically to a smaller audience than to just be bits and pieces for a larger audience. I do apologize if it's a little noisy out there. It's rush hour, and so it can get a little noisy. But anyway, with that said, so I did it like a pre-shuffle, and I'm going to do cards for you versus them. And so far the theme I've been getting a lot of the Devil card. I don't know, maybe this whole Mercury in retrograde plays into that or not. I'm not an astrologer. I'm not an expert on astrology by any means. I just read tarot. I do try to incorporate what little astrology I know into tarot, but it just seems like it seems to be the common theme here, and some of the readings have been kind of negative. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull some cards for you, and I'm going to pull some cards for your person, and we'll see what happens. So the first card out, and this has been showing up a lot as well, is the Strength card. And this could very much represent your person in a sense, that this could be a Leo or a fire sign. It could also represent your overall demeanor, emotionally, mentally, physically. You could be feeling a sense of determination, strength, courage. But let's see what else comes out. We have the Ace of Cups. So let's see. Maybe you don't have a person. Maybe you are wanting to approach somebody with an offer, or an offer of love, or an interest of love, romance, dating. But let's have a look here. So the Hanged Man. I definitely think that you are probably a single person, and this is for, this is a general reading, so some of you are probably single, and you probably are holding out for what you feel is your ideal dream person. You probably have been through some bad relationships and some not so good relationships, and sometimes it really takes quite a bit of work and trying and figuring out, to find somebody you're compatible with. These popped out. When you look at that, we have the Lovers. So I definitely feel like, Cancer, that you are on the path to meeting somebody. I feel like this is for those of you Cancers that are single, looking for love, looking for a relationship. Those of you that have perhaps a love interest already in mind. Some of you might be interested in somebody you want to approach, or you might be waiting for somebody to approach you. And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. This is really good. So I think that some of you are probably waiting on somebody to approach you. You're probably waiting on somebody to show a mutual interest. I think you probably have it in mind. You know who it is that you want, and I think that you are wanting them to make the first move. And let's see, that's the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant. Yeah, traditional values. Maybe you are a very traditional person, or the person that you are interested in is traditional. And just a side note, you could be cross-watching for a Cancer, or this could be roles reversed, male, female. It really doesn't matter. It could be pretty much either way. And let's see what this Hangman is about here. We have the 8 of Rods, quick movement. So something's going to break free the second week. You're definitely, I feel like you are waiting for them to show an interest in you, because you feel very traditional. The Hierophant is very institutional. So you feel very traditional in the sense that you want them to approach you. You want to be sure that they have a mutual interest in you. And I think that that's probably where you're at. Cancer, let's see your person here, the 2 of Pentacles. They may be, if this person that you're interested in, if it's somebody that you're well acquainted with or kind of acquainted with, well, let's see. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to pull another card and see. The Queen of Wands. I think that they are kind of in the state of having to decide if this is something that they want to do, or they are maybe a little hesitant, resistant, because they may be afraid, but they got the Sun. Again, I usually equate the Sun with Leo, but not always. And we have the Strength here. So you might be dealing with a Leo, and I'm a Leo rising also, and we're not always as brave and as bold as you think we are. We're not always, some of us can be very passive, and you know, my moon sign's in Virgo, so I'm not, my shadow side is more of a Virgo. We're not always very aggressive like people tend to think, so I think you might have to take a leap of faith. You got the Wheel of Fortune right here. Wheel of Fortune. I think this is on you to go ahead and make that first move. So I'm going to encourage you to do that, because you might be waiting and miss an opportunity. I think your person is going to be very receptive. I mean, the 6 of Pentacles, that's freaking awesome. 6 of Pentacles, I think when you approach this person, that it's going to really break the ice, and I think maybe sparks are really going to fly. So let's have, for your person, we have the Devil. They are definitely afraid. I don't want to say they're not afraid of you, they're afraid to approach you. They don't want to come to you, because I think that they are really just up in their head about it. I think that they're not as bold as you think they are. And if they're a Leo, you have to throw these stereotypes aside. If they're a fire sign, throw the stereotypes aside and make the first move. And you have the 9 of Swords. So I think you're gonna have to make, well, you don't have the 9 of Swords, your person does, paired with the Devil. I think that you are gonna have to make the first move, or you're gonna miss an opportunity. And there's nothing worse than a missed opportunity. What are you gonna do if you see this person 6 months from now with somebody else? You're gonna kick yourself. So Cancer, I'm gonna encourage you to just go for it. Hit this person up. Step out of your comfort zone there. Let's see what we get on the bottom of the deck here. We have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you need to be kind of like the Queen of Swords. I would say the Queen of Swords is very smart, very kind of a behind the scenes person, but I think you have to step out, and you know, the Queen of Swords won't hesitate to cut people out, so I don't think you have to be afraid of getting in something that you can't back out of. I mean, a date, asking for a date doesn't hurt. I think you can do this. And we also have the 5 of Pentacles here, and the 5 of Pentacles, I think this and the Tower on the bottom, and we can go into the bottom of the deck and get all kinds of weird messages, and this is not the scope of that. We're not going to go past 1 week time frame, but I think that you're going to regret not approaching your person. I think you have to do it. I don't think you have a choice. So anyway, that's the reading I have for you, Cancer. This is, again, a general love reading, relationship reading for the collective. I think that many of you are going into the season here. We're in Aries season, and this is the beginning of the zodiac. So this is like everything's like new and starting over. So I think you should go for it. I think we're gonna have an awesome summer. I know this is gonna be my year because I've personally been through some really terrible kind of hell the last several years, and things have just changed and turned around in such amazing ways. So I think you gotta go for it. You gotta take chances. You gotta face your fears, and you gotta be fearless. And part of being fearless, to me, isn't doing something, you just don't do something, avoid it because you're afraid. Being fearless is still having fear, but it's doing it in spite of the fear. And that's where I think you have to come from. That in my opinion is what you're missing out on. Bottom of the deck here, 2 of Cups, the Sun. I think we can go on and on and on, and I don't think you'll regret it. I really don't. The Fool, new beginning. So come on, can we get any more clear than this? So let's do it, Cancer. If you like this love reading, I want you to please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope that in a couple weeks, let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me if this is you and how it worked out. And have a great rest of the day. Thank you.